What's up everyone? This is Martin 4046, today coming at you with a collectible review. Today we're having a look at the very exciting Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag UbiCollectibles, the Edward Kenway figure statue. Awesome. Awesome. I've actually ordered this statue a few days ago, around this week, and I finally got it today in the mail. And when I was looking online, I've actually watched a few pictures of this statue, and I've always really liked this statue. So when this figure actually came in the Netherlands, I was actually very looking forward to buy this figure or statue, and I actually bought this figure from a store named Gator. Gator is a Dutch website for collectibles, same like Vision Toys. They actually also sell collectibles and figures and kind of stuff. Here's the link for the website if you want. So here we go. But of course we're gonna have a look at the very exciting Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Edward Kenway exclusive statue. Of course, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is almost released, and we only have to wait a few days. Of course, when you depend watching this video, have to wait. We actually all have to wait around 4 days. Then it actually comes in the game stores, and I'm so excited for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I can tell you how much excited I am for that particular game. The trailers are absolutely amazing. I can tell the bet I cannot wait for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. But getting away to the topic here, we got this figure or a statue in this very large box, but a very beautiful box at the same time. You got this very nice window, which is a bit shining, which is of course showing the figure. One thing I'm always very pleased of about these statues, especially when Assassin's Creed 3 came around, these actual statues are in my personal preference, a lot more detailed, a lot more detailed, and they have a lot more accessories if compared to the previous Assassin's Creed statues like Ezio and Altair. I always really like the Ezio and the Altair statues, by the way, but seeing these statues compared to the original ones, I actually like these a lot more. But of course, you got Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. You got here Edward Kenway, the Assassin Pirates. What I've seen so far about Edward Kenway, I'm really looking forward for Edward Kenway. I think hopefully he's going to be one of my favorite assassins. I always say this every year. I loved Connor. I just don't understand why people hate Connor so much, but I actually really like Connor, by the way. But I'm really stoked how Edward's going to be looking like. Of course, got a bit of the triangle, the logo of the Pirate Assassin logo, which is also, by the way, one of my favorite assassin logos out there, with the skull in the middle. On the side, you got a very nice background of Blackbeard, the Jackdaw, and of course the hero Edward Kenway. Of course, different languages, which are saying contains one figure. You got, of course, English language, you got French, you got German, you got Italian language, Spanish, and of course Dutch language. I'm actually from the Netherlands, so I actually can read this. UbiCollectibles, ubishop.com. On the back, I got a very nice drawing of Edward Kenway right here, which is actually, I think, one of his first design shots. But I always really like this drawing, showing his real face with the flintlock pistol. And gotta tell you, Edward Kenway has till now one of my favorite assassin designs, and I'm seeing this every year. But Edward Kenway looks absolutely amazing. I think he looks so cool. He's very different if you compare to all the other assassins. Of course, you got the read-up, all in different languages, including Dutch. Of course, we're going to English. The year is 1715. Pirates rule the Caribbean and have established their own lawless republic. Among these outlaws is a brash young captain named Edward Kenway. His fight for glory has earned him the respect of legends such as Blackbeard, but also drawn him into an ancient war between assassins and Templars that threatens to destroy the golden age of piracy. And what they actually show are the two figures which are in this sort of wave. You got, of course, Edward, the figure, and of course the Blackbeard figure. I didn't see Blackbeard yet. I think he's coming later this year, but Blackbeard looks pretty cool as well. And they actually can be assembled both into a diorama stand, which are looking very cool. So I might even ask for my birthday or for Christmas this particular statue, so I can actually assemble the two for a very nice display. On the side, they've actually also got a very cool content, which are actually the same things like the McFarlane figures. You got, of course, the Connor Sales, the Haytham Kenway color costume, and the thing that I'm most looking for are these family swords. I can tell right off the bat, these family swords are looking beautiful, just beautiful. I'm definitely using these swords in the game. But getaway topic here. Let's get this statue out of the packaging and let's see what we have. So here we have Edward Kenway outside the box, and this is one awesome looking statue. This thing is magnificent. This thing is just a beautiful piece throughout your collection. This statue has awesome accessories, it has awesome features, and it has actually beautiful detail and paint overall. Let's have a look, shall we? First of all, he does, of course it's a statue, so he doesn't have articulation or something like that. But the way how he is posed and how he looks in general makes him look magnificent. So let's have a look, shall we? Let's first take a look at his face, or his hood if you want. But let's take a look at his face. One thing I already do really like about this figure is the fact you can't almost see his face. That's one thing that is really good about this figure. The way how his hood is posed and the way how it's shaped, you can't almost see his face from a distance. That is one thing I really do like. Being the fact he is an assassin, he needs to hide himself. And this the figure really shows that he's a very secretive, not really a secretive, well, of course he's secretive, but he really shows he is an assassin. And that's one thing that really is awesome about this statue. Let's first take a look at the hood. The hood is very nicely detailed. Same about the Connor from last year. The hood is, of course, very nicely shaped and painted and detailed. You can of course see all, of course, I'm sorry, I'm really dropping the ball with my words sometimes. You can really see all the wrinkles throughout the hood. You can really see it has been detailed. It really makes it a very realistic touch, and really makes the hood really looking cool. And of course, you can now see his face, which is very, very nice as well. You cannot really see it 100%. If you can actually push it up, you can of course see his face. His face is really nicely done. I was really impressed also with the Connor face, but I think they did also a really good job with Edward's face. You can of course see the hair which is coming out of his hood, which is very, very nice. This very nice dirty blonde hair. You can see these nice bright blue eyes, which is very, very nice. You can of course see all the details throughout the face, and they actually really did a really good job. You can also see it's a bit, they actually put this very nice shiny wash throughout the figure. Not really throughout the figure, but throughout the face, which is making a little bit more depth into the figure. And like he is, sweating or something like that into the hot jungle, or this beach or something like that. But really, really cool. Just really good. From the rest of though, he is sporting a lot of stuff, and he really is looking awesome. First of all, he is sporting a very large, huge jacket. This is of course one of these. I think it's an outfit you can actually buy into the store. I'm sorry, but it really makes Edward looking epic. You can actually see all the details and paint throughout the jacket itself. You can really see the effect that is blown through the wind and how it looks. It really makes him looking realistic, and I think Ubisoft did a really good job making this statue. You can also see all the details actually put in the jacket itself, like the color variation, all these scratches and lines throughout the jacket, which are really making it look realistic. I'm sorry. You can see the buttons throughout the jacket, which are nicely painted. And I'm actually a really huge fan of this jacket. I also really like this belt buckle from the back itself. You can see of course the assassin logo, which has the buckle on the top as well, which is very nicely painted. And the statue itself is just looking absolutely amazing. Loaded with detail. Absolutely loaded with detail. Let's take a look at this torso. You can see a lot of things on this torso. You can see, of course, the very famous buckle and the, of course, the buckle, which has the skull and the points on the top and from the side, which are looking very, very nice. And you can see all the details actually put into their accessories and stuff, looking absolutely beautiful. You can really see it shining, and it looks aged at the same time. Really makes him like it really feels like 1715. That's one thing I have to say. Just really beautiful. Of course, he's sporting both his flintlock pistols. Of course, he has 4, which he is holding in his hands, by the way. Of course, he has 2 flintlocks in the front, which he is holding there. Well, of course, which are in his holster, and they are actually looking beautiful. One thing I really do like about these statues is the fact that all of their accessories are removable. Let's take a look at the flintlock pistol. They actually are all the same. So go way top here. The gun itself is very nicely detailed. You can see the nice brown. You can see this very nice silvery color, which has nice detail on it. You can see you can see the mechanism on the gun itself. You can see the sorry, my camera doesn't want to focus. Here we go. It really makes out the lion, which is very nice. Just a beautiful looking pistol. Just a beautiful looking pistol. Just really, really, really nice. If I want to bring a comparison to Connor's pistols, you can actually see that Connor's pistols are a lot more. They're actually a lot bigger. They're actually a lot larger. If you take a look at the two. From the two, I think I like the Edward guns a little bit more, design-wise actually. But I also really like Connor's guns as well. But of course, you can put the guns into his holster like so, and actually stay in place. Of course, Edward is holding both of his guns on the left side and the right side like so. And of course, he's holding them like that. Of course, you can see the very famous hidden blade. And still today, I think Edward, and my personal preference actually, I think Edward has by far one of the nicest hidden blades out of all of them. When I saw the trailers out there on YouTube, I've always loved the designs of the hidden blades of Edward Kenway. I always thought they looked beautiful, just beautiful. The nice skull on the top of the hidden blade itself, which makes an emblem as well. You can see the nice gold piece right there. I always loved the design of the hidden blades of Edward. So that's one thing I really do like about Edward. And of course, he is holding his flintlock pistol right here. One thing that is a little tricky about this figure is the fact you can actually put the finger into this trigger system, but it's a little hard. You actually need to kind of finagle the finger into the trigger itself. So he actually can hold the pistol into the trigger, but it doesn't do well. It does look pretty cool. It doesn't look really natural, but it isn't too bad either. And with both his guns, you can actually make Edward looking very badass. Just a beautiful pose like this. I love the pose. Holding his guns and looking from the side makes him looking beautiful. Just beautiful. But last but not least, of course, he does actually come with a cutlass. A cutlass which is in his holster. One thing I was really surprised about this cutlass is the fact you can actually take the cutlass out of his holster. That is one thing that isn't included with the Connor figure. That's one thing I actually was kind of disappointed with the Connor figure, with the statue. I was loving the Connor statue from the previous year. But one thing I kind of was bummed about is the fact you can't actually take his sword out of this holster. But the Edward right here doesn't have that problem at all. And I love the fact you can actually remove the cutlass. Take a look at the cutlass. Beautiful looking cutlass. I always am a sucker for swords. I always loved swords back in the day, still now. Are probably one of my favorite weapons out there. And the cutlass right here is a beautiful looking sword. Really has a very royal pirate looking detail and feel to it. Really nicely detailed. It is a soft rubber, which I do like, so it isn't that fragile, which I do like. Nice detail throughout the sword, especially on the blade. You can actually see all the details and wear and tear into the sword, like it's been through battles and kind of stuff. One thing I was surprised of is the fact you can actually take the sword, if you really want, into his hand. One thing you have to do is the fact that this bottom piece, you have to pop it open, And then you can actually slide the sword in Edward's hand if you want. Like so. And it does actually look pretty cool. Pretty cool. It does look a little awkward at the same time, especially in the fact, being the fact that his finger is pointing out of the blade. But from the side though, it doesn't look too bad at all. Edward Kenway also comes with a beautiful, and I mean a beautiful, display stand. Of course, you can actually remove Edward from the stand as well if you want, like so. And let's have a look at this beautiful piece. This is by far one of the coolest stands I've seen of a statue. It is absolutely beautiful. You can really see the beautiful paint and sculpt work throughout the base. It really makes you like he's walking through the jungle or walking throughout a ancient wall from the Mayas or something like that. You can actually see a skull right there, which is a nice touch, which is very nicely detailed. You can see the wear and tear throughout the skull itself, all the weather stuff, all the dirt and mud. Of course, a little tree right there, which is broken off. Just beautifully detailed. Look at this, just beautiful, 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 beautiful. Of course, you can see the emblem right there of the assassins, which is quite nice. Also see a bone right there, which is pretty funny. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The base is looking fantastic, just fantastic. But just overall, a beautiful looking statue. I highly recommend this statue for any AC fans out there, or any fans for just statues in general, or just fans of pirates. I just highly recommend this statue for any historical pirate fan or AC fan or just statue fans out there. A beautiful looking statue with very cool accessories, a beautiful base, and just absolutely awesomeness. If I give this statue a rating, I would probably give this statue a 9 or a 9.5, something around there. Absolutely a thing of beauty. I highly recommend this statue for anyone. But there was again a collectible review from Martin 446, and I'll see you guys next time with another review.